Where's he at? Quad head, baby. Oh my gosh. I just hit my best clip on the beta. It's at a quad headshot feed with the Mark II. Let's go. Let's get some W's in the chat. Oh, all these quad feeds and stuff, man. It's about time all of them were headshots. Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we got some Modern Warfare 2 news to cover. Some of you guys may have been waiting on this video. I know there's some people out there that want to hear what I have to say about this game, how I feel about it, what I think needs to be changed / fixed, and all of that stuff. So sit back, grab a snack, and relax, because we're going to talk about some things and some things that I think need to be changed, or some things that I like about the game, that I dislike about the game, and etc. I wanted to wait to make this video after I played the PC beta, just so I can kind of get the full experience. Since I'm not used to playing on console anymore, I've been a PC gamer with a controller for the last like 3 years of Call of Duty, and let me just say the game on PC feels incredible. So first and foremost, before we get into anything, I just want to say that I am enjoying the beta overall. I think it's a great game. I think it has a lot going for it. Obviously, with it being a beta, it does have its flaws, and there are stuff that need to be changed and fixed, but that's what we're here to talk about. So if you guys have played the Modern Warfare 2 beta at all, you have realized that the time to kill in this game is probably the fastest I've ever seen on any Call of Duty before. It feels like you die in a blink of an eye in this game. It feels a lot more faster than Modern Warfare 19 for sure. I'm not too sure what the exact specifications are on like the exact time to kill compared to other games, but just based off playing the game, like one of my first things that I realized was how fast you die in this game. And I think majority of that has to do with the insane like headshot multiplier that's in this game. It seems like you get really rewarded with headshots in this game no matter what gun you have. It feels like if you get a headshot with any gun in the game, just that one bullet to the head will take him out instantly. Who knows, I could be wrong, but the time to kill in this game is extremely fast. I thought that was just one thing that I should note. I know they have released some weapon tuning as I'm making this video over the past like day or so that could definitely help with the time to kill with just some gun nerfs across the board, but I don't know, we'll see. But with the extremely fast time to kill, obviously that has made sniping in this beta very difficult. Maybe I shouldn't say extremely difficult, but just more of a challenge. So I'm kind of gonna break down the way sniping works in this beta for the people that don't know. So primarily we do sniping over here on the channel, as you guys all love, and in the beta we have a marksman rifle, which is the MK2 from Modern Warfare 19. I think it's called the Lockwood. And then for sniper rifles, we have one sniper rifle, which is the Signal 50, and it's basically a remake from the Lynx from Call of Duty Ghost. So with the MK2 or the Lockwood, that's not really one I want to cover too much. I more so want to cover the Signal 50 and kind of how that works. So at the beginning of this beta, back when it came out on PS5, the max level in the game was actually 15, and you couldn't unlock the Signal 50 to be able to put attachments on it and stuff until level 20. So for the first weekend, for the first like 4 or 5 days, however long the first weekend or the first beta lasted, people that primarily snipe on the game couldn't use anything other than preset classes because you couldn't get to level 20 yet, so you weren't able to unlock the sniper and put attachments on it. So for the second weekend that just started yesterday, they actually raised the level cap up to 30, which is really good news, or so we thought. So come to find out, when you even hit level 20, you have the sniper unlocked, but you can't access the gunsmith from it. And let me just say, for the people that haven't used the preset sniper at all, it's extremely slow. So if you somewhat have an aggressive playstyle like me, and you're going up against this time to kill with an extremely slow sniper like the Signal 50, at least with how it is right now, it can definitely be very frustrating over time, because it kind of requires you to play a certain way that you maybe don't like playing just to have a lot more success with it. So with them raising the level cap and still not really being able to do anything with that sniper was definitely a bummer, because I just wanted to test out the sniper and just see how it was with the ADS attachments, the faster ADS attachments, or maybe some more damage barrels or something like that. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait for the full game to come out to kind of test out everything. Plus we'll have a lot more access to other snipers in the game, and overall just a bunch of other guns, because there's a very select few in this beta. So last thing I'll say about sniping, and I'll kind of leave it at that, is I still do have a lot of hope for it. I think the sniping is going to be awesome. I was seeing a lot of leaked videos on some other snipers that are in the game, saw some gameplay. It looks really promising. There's like a really nice bull action on Twitter. I'm not going to put it in the video because I don't want to get in trouble at all or anything, but I just want to say that it's looking good. I think we're in for a great year when it comes to sniping, and yeah. So another thing I want to cover is the footstep volume. Dude, I feel like King Kong walking around this map, stomping everywhere, because, dude, everybody hears my footsteps. I don't know if you guys feel the same way when you play the game, but it just feels like everybody is listening for every little step you take around the map, constantly getting pre-aimed, just having people pre-fire corners and their awareness just being top tier because the footsteps are so loud. Nah, but all jokes aside, I do know the footstep volume did get reduced in yesterday's patch notes, but it still feels like it's, sorry, that was my phone, but it still feels like it's extremely loud, and I definitely think there's a lot more tuning that needs to be happening with that, because with the footstep audio being the way it is right now, it's just causing a lot of people just to sit in buildings and kind of sound whore, and it just makes for a very weirdly paced game. So speaking of sitting in buildings, this next topic I want to talk about is something that has been very controversial, something that's been going around the internet, especially in the Call of Duty scene on Twitter. Even some YouTubers have been talking about it, and it's something that I want to talk about as well, and that is the classic minimap. So yet again, we do not have a classic minimap in Modern Warfare 2. Just like Modern Warfare 2019 multiplayer, we did not have a classic minimap. And what I mean by classic minimap is whenever you fire your weapon, a red dot pops up on the radar. But just like in Modern Warfare 2019, in this game, it does not. So I'll put a screenshot up on screen about what Infinity Ward said about this topic. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this. So it says, currently in the Modern Warfare 2 beta, we only show an enemy player dots when the UAV is active. The design reason for this is that we do not want to punish players for firing their weapons. We also want players to actively search out the origin of the gunshot versus just traveling directly to where the dot is on the minimap. We continue to gather feedback on how the game is playing in regards to this topic. So the main thing that got me here is that they don't want to punish players for firing their weapon. I feel like we all together can kind of interpret what that means. They obviously are catering to the casual player base of Call of Duty. Although contrary to their belief, I've been seeing a lot of people, including casuals, actually voting on all of these polls that have like 20,000, 30,000 plus votes saying that they want classic minimap back. I know 20 to 30,000 votes on a poll is a very small scale compared to how big Call of Duty is in its player base, but it just goes to show how many people actually care about a classic minimap and how many people didn't ask for a classic minimap to be removed, and having this new system that firing weapons is considered punishing players. Like, I just don't understand it. But I do have my own take on this, and I kind of want to get your guys' opinion on this as well. So I look back on Modern Warfare 2019 and how much I actually enjoyed that game a lot. I don't know how many of you guys enjoyed it, but throughout that entire year, I had so much fun on that game. And that game as well did not have a classic minimap. And I think about what Modern Warfare 2 did better this time around with the maps, because the biggest flaw of Modern Warfare 19, besides, you know, skill-based matchmaking and, you know, non-classic minimap and lobbies disbanding, was definitely the map size. The map size in Modern Warfare 2019 was a lot bigger than what it is in this game. It seems like the beta maps that we have so far in Modern Warfare 2 are pretty good. Probably besides that museum map. The map actually doesn't play bad, but it is more on the large scale. So with the classic minimap not being a thing and these maps being a little smaller, I feel like there's a pretty decent trade-off, just because the games don't feel unbelievably slow, even without a classic minimap, just because the maps are a little like smaller to medium scaled. So it's not really too much of a deal breaker for me, although I would love the classic minimap style back. It just seems like Infinity Ward is constantly doubling down on that, and they're very adamant on keeping it the way it is. So I don't really think there's much reason to really waste your energy on that. And then of course, one of the last topics, skill-based matchmaking is definitely still very prevalent. You'll notice it after your first couple games. The SBMM will kick in real nice. You'll start going up against all these crazy players, and you know, that's just the way it is now. We've been dealing with skill-based matchmaking for the last like 3 years now. I try to stay super optimistic about all this stuff because, you know, for everybody's best interest and for what I love doing, all I want is Call of Duty to succeed. So I try to encourage changes and talk about what I think about the game. And then also being aware that some things just aren't going to change. That's just how Call of Duty is. Call of Duty has obviously been moving in a very different direction these past like 3 years. Games got to evolve in order to succeed, and that's just the way it is. So I just want to quickly note again, Infinity Ward has been accepting feedback, but probably when it comes to skill-based matchmaking, a classic minimap, and like lobbies disbanding after every game due to SBMM, that stuff's probably not going to change. But I do encourage you guys to express your complaints and concerns, even if it's those things, to Infinity Ward themselves, because you never know what can happen. So final thoughts, and to kind of sum up everything, I am super excited for the game. I think it's going to be a really good year. I'm excited to see what direction content heads this year, and overall just what the general YouTube, Twitch audience thinks of the game, and I just can't wait. date for October 28th. So listen, man, I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the Modern Warfare 2 beta video so far. You guys have been incredible. I know there's not a lot to do on the beta, so beta videos can get very stale, but I wanted to make a video like this just so you guys knew what was on my mind and what I was thinking and what my plans are. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.